Hi everybody, thanks for stopping by. My name's FM18, and you're watching the Dafuge Challenge, episode 80, with Enfield Town FC. Well, if I could use one word to describe our performance, calamitous. I don't know, 4 syllables. The more syllables, the worse off you are. That's not exactly true. In the 5 games since we lost at Rotherham, we've won 2, lost 2, and drawn 1. And a couple of them were really hard-fought games. We're trying. I mean, we're not throwing in the towel and just rolling over and dying. But some of these games, though, they're annoying as heck. After Rotherham, we went to Wolves, who were first in the championship at the time we played them. And they just bossed us. 17 shots, 6 on target, slight possession advantage. Mick Miller had a 6-minute goal. Luka Jovic had a 57th-minute goal. Yari got us on the board in the 67th minute. We had a couple chances at the end. The score could have been higher. Wolves had 2 shots bounce off the woodwork. Yari had a shot in the last seconds of the game that went wide left. It was frustrating that we just really couldn't get anything going. After Wolves, we were home against Oxford, and this was your typical Enfield Town game. We scored a lot of goals, we allowed a lot of goals, and in the end, we held on for the win, 4-3. Barry Cousins had a 3rd-minute goal. Mungo Bridge a brace of goals in the 28th and 47th minutes. Yari had a 49th-minute penalty kick goal. Eddie Brown had a brace of goals for Oxford, goals in the 9th and 89th minutes. George Honeyman had a 43rd-minute penalty kick for Oxford. The last Brown goal made the game look a lot closer than it actually was. We had 17 shots, 9 on target, a decent possession advantage. They had 13 shots and 5. The left side of our defensive line is still having some subpar games, but everybody else really kind of stepped it up. Their defense was a lot worse than ours this game. I think that's one of the big reasons we won. Their defensive line was just horrible. Weir was just, the Bridge just absolutely ran him ragged all game. Beat him for both goals and just flat out made him look ridiculous. Why he wasn't pulled, I'm not sure. We followed up the win at Oxford with a loss at Brentford. They're a decent team, top of the table. I want to say they were 7th place when we played them here. Jason Cummings had a 5th-minute goal, and then they just kind of sat back. The majority of their shots and on target came in the first half. We had 6 shots, 3 on target, a slight possession advantage we really couldn't do anything with. I sat on the counter for most of the game, and it seemed to work pretty well. We broke up a lot of attacks, and we couldn't convert them into anything, but we at least stopped them from scoring more than one. After that, we were home against Nottingham Forest. They are bottom of the table. They are in 24th place, and we barely managed to draw against them. 11 shots, 2 on target for us. 13 shots, 3 on target for them. The strikers were just not doing much of anything. Our defense was okay. Tom Collins ended up being player of the match on a 7-6 because he had some good tackles and some good passing. The game went by real quick. There was maybe 3 or 4 highlights each half, but we should have gotten more out of this. Derby County is a bottom-of-the-table team. I think they were a spot above us in 18th place when we played them, and we beat them 4-3. Another typical Enfield Town game. Jack Lee had a 31st-minute goal. Yari had a 38th-minute goal. Bridge had a 71st-minute goal. Oliver Skip put the game away with a goal in the 84th minute. Nathan Adams had a goal for Derby County in the 33rd minute. Colin Hull and Harvey Palmer also had goals in the 48th and 72nd minutes. This was one of those games where we were just a little bit better than them where it mattered. Our defense was good, but not great. Our offense was good, but not fantastic. We played the exact same formation, although they had a couple different players in a couple different positions. We matched up really well, and I'm glad we got the win. But it really could have gone either way. They had a couple chances at the end. The Oliver skip goal that put it away really just kind of took the air out of them. After that, they didn't have any more shots on goal or on target. So where does that leave us? Well, currently it leaves us in 21st place. 20 games played, 19 points, point behind the Kev ratio. We're playing mid-table Cardiff and Luton Town, who are currently in 23rd place. If we get a win and a draw, either way through these two games, if we get a win and a draw, I will be happy. Injury-wise, you can see Isabamba's out with a broken toe. Out 5 to 7 weeks. Must be a big toe or something like that. I'll be honest, I've never broken my toe. I've broken my arm, never broken my toe. But it must be pretty serious if he's out that long. One of the things I've also done in terms of team instructions, for the longest time, all I did was work the ball in the box, and that was pretty much it. I've got that on still. I've increased the tempo. We're playing a little bit narrower. We're still closing down more. I had that on as well. I've gone to shorter passing and be more disciplined, and we're already playing unstructured. One of the things I noticed from the heat maps is that a lot of our passes were just of the long variety, even though I had mixed passing on. And they'd go into space, and the other team would run them down. Or they would try for a long pass and bounce it off an opposition player who was right in front of them that they didn't notice. And it just got annoying. So what I'm going to do is finish setting up my best 11 here, and then we will get the Cardiff game underway. Back in a bit. Well, today we are playing our 4-3-3 with Ward in goal, McNally, Brown, Lee, and Colwell as the defensive back four, Knight, Collins, and Eagle as the midfield three, Bridge, Cousins, and Yari up top as the strikers. McNally with the throw to Bridge, who centers it to Eagle. He sends it up to Bridge, who got behind the line, crosses it in, Yari's there, Mannion saves it. Corner kick for Cardiff. Baker sends it in. Medley's there, and he scores. Nuts. Well, let's see what this looks like in the 3D. Medley just leaped over his opponent to head it. Okay, guys. Well, they've definitely been better in front of the goal. 4 shots, 3 on target to our 3 and 1. We've got a small possession advantage. I don't know if we'll be able to do much with it, though. Half hour down. Swatwidge with the throw-in to Kelly, dispossessed by Cole. To Yari, to Bridge, who's dispossessed by Ward. Driver. Long pass to Lowell, who sends it towards Hassel. Ward with a nice save. Coming up on halftime here. Bridge is on a 6-8, but it doesn't look like a 6-8 performance to me from what I've seen from the highlights. We're going to move Yari to the poacher. Bring on Cook. Make him the target man for attack. Now let's try and grab the equalizer. Kelly, long pass across the field to James, to Driver, to Ward, and the highlight ends. And it's defaulted again. And Collins and Knight are still almost on top of each other. Kelly with a corner kick. Medley to Driver. Oh, Ward picked it up. Okay. Yeah, jeez, Ward. That's not what I've instructed you to do. Hassel to Lowell. Out to Driver on the right. He crosses it in. Lowell's there, and his shot's wide left. Dodged a bullet there. Okay. Bring Edwards on for Brown. The question is, how do I fix this right here? I gotta change the rules. Mannion with a goal kick for Cardiff. McNally runs it down. Passes it up into space, but Yari can't get there before James does. Back to Mannion. Again, into the crowd. Cousins ends up with it. Passes it back to Knight to Yari, who sends it forward, but Masterson's there to knock it away. Edwards runs down the ball, but Driver steps in front of the pass. Lowell has it. Dribbles around Lee, and wow. Okay. I'm going to say that was a miss kick. Coming up on 70 minutes. Ward. Out to Colwell. Long pass. Cook runs it down. Shoots it right at Mannion. Corner kick. Collins. Eagle sends it in. It's tapped out. And that is the highlight. Coming up on 75 minutes here. We move Yari. False 9. Bring on Ashton to play poacher. He's come to me a couple times wanting to leave, and I've convinced him to stay because he's still a really good locker room presence guy. Part of me really wants to try and get to the Premier League, but I don't know. He's 29 years old. I'm also thinking I can convince him to become a coach or something like that. I believe he already has his National C, so we shall have to see. I believe both him and Bamba have been with the club since the beginning. I'll have to go back and check on Bamba. I can't remember if he was first season or second season we played. Come on, boys. Baker with a corner kick in. Collins knocks it out, but it goes right to Kelly for Cardiff. He skirts the right side of the box, sends it to Baker, who centers it to Ward, to Driver. McNally dispossesses him, sends the ball up to Yari. Oh, lovely first touch. To Ashton. That was a weak shot. I think it was a cross, but there were so many blue jerseys around him, he really couldn't do much with it. Edwards runs the ball down. Connolly dispossesses him. Ward with a nice save. We'll go to the overload here the last 10 minutes, see if we can't equalize. Our defense has been pretty solid. Our offense could really use some help. The strikers are just not having a good game. 3 minutes at a time. Corner kick for Cardiff. Kelly sends it in. Yari knocks it away. Eagle can't get there before Kelly does. To Baker. Nuts. That was a nice shot by Baker. "20 shots, 9 on target for Cardiff. 10 shots, 4 on target for us." Having the possession advantage is just not doing it for us. Baker with the free kick. Was he fouled? Okay, that was actually our guy that was fouled. And that is the game. Nuts. Well, we got to do better against Nottingham Forest. We'll come back with that game in just a bit. Well, the third round of the FA Cup draw was done, and we have drawn League Two Notts County. They've got a decent stadium. Well, today we are trying something a little different. A 4-1-2-3 that the game is calling a 4-1-2-3 DM narrow. Ward and goal, McNally, Brown, Lee, and Colwell is the defensive back four. Collins is the deep-lying playmaker on defense at the defensive midfield position. Behind Knight and Archer, who are the midfielders. Cook, Cousins, and Bridge up top as the strikers. See if that doesn't help out some of the spacing issues we've had, and also help out on the defense a little bit. Randall with the throw-in for Luton Town to Lavery to Delaney, dispossessed by McNally. Long kick up to Cook. Can he run it down? He can. He crosses it in. Cousins, and Crow stops it. Yeah, McNally picked up the yellow. Collins to Knight. To Archer. Ball bounces back and forth. Cousins takes a shot. Clangs off Crow. And into the goal. And it was disallowed because he was offsides. Nuts. I don't know who else I have that can play defensive left back. This could be interesting. Colwell. Deeney knocks the ball away, but Lee runs it down. Long pass back to Ward. He sends it up to McNally. To Collins. To Archer. To Knight. Back to Archer. Up to Cook. To Knight. Taps over to Collins. Into space where Bridge can run it down. He lofts across into the crowd. Is it a penalty? It is. Knight was pushed. Cook with a penalty kick, and he scores. Well done. Coming up on a half hour, we have definitely been better than Luton Town this game. 6 shots, 4 on target, slight possession advantage. Bridge is kind of having an off game. Apparently Fulham, Oldham, and one other team want him. And since that popped up on the squad screen, his performances have really kind of been subpar. I think we're going to pull Mungo off at the half. Unless McNally goes out injured. Crap. Brown's the only other player I have who can play left back, and he is on yellow as well. Okay. Edwards is going to come in for McNally and move over to the center while Brown moves off to the left. Oh, we've kept our shape really well. I think Collins back there has really helped out defensively as well. Moving right to left now. Smith with the ball. Long pass to Delaney on the right. Who centers it to Smith. Passes out to Young on the right. Sends it up to Delaney on the right side of the box. Crosses it in, but Ward kicks it away. Collins has it. Long pass up the field, and the highlight ends. Yeah, it looks like it's ending. Game's running really slow today, and I'm not quite sure why. Now, coming up on 60 minutes, we haven't had any shot. Oh, we just had another shot this half. But I think what we're going to do, we're going to bring Bridge off and bring Yari on. We're going to bring Jones on at right back and get Cole off. Not that I don't trust him, but he's played almost every game. He deserves a little rest. Young with a throw-in for Luton Town. To Smith, to Carter. Taps over to Randall, who feeds Lavery, and he scores. Nice shot. And he beat Jones. Okay, well. Custer had a plan too. Cousins is having an off game again too. Young with the corner kick in to Sewell. Dribbles right, sends it back to Young. Crosses it in. Priest is... Oh, good grief, guys. Come on. He was left wide open. What the heck happened there? Brown with a throw-in to Knight, to Brown. Centers it in. Murray to Cousins. Off the post and in for the goal. And we are back. 2-2. Well, 10 minutes left in the match. Collins got a yellow. Luton Town really came on in the second half. 17 shots, 6 on target. 11 shots, 6 on target. 4 minutes of extra time. Smith to Priest. Are you kidding me? 95 minutes into a 94-minute game, they get a goal? Oh, we have been well and truly FM'd. Unfreaking believable. We've lost both games. Gotta find another left back. And maybe another center back. And a right back. We're still in 21st place, though. McNally's out 4 to 7 weeks. Neil Jones is out 5 to 7 days. Well, I'm going to save the game, restart my computer, see if that'll help speed things up. Yeah, it's an awful lot of red and yellow. Okay, we are going to skip ahead to Notts County and Fulham. That'll get us through the Christmas break, into the January transfer window. Maybe we can get a good cup run going. Help turn some things around. Well, a couple things I'm reminded of when I recorded this episode. The first is that no matter how much my son tries, and he's really usually very good about it, when he gets excited with his friends playing Fortnite, he can't really contain himself. That was the vast majority of the background noise you heard during this, and for that, I apologize. The other thing is that I really don't like the flute skin, and it's not because it's a bad skin visually. It's not. It's got some very nice screens. I really like the heat maps. It's crisp. It's clear. It's also a memory hog. Not as bad as the first couple iterations of the Gunzo skin for FM18. That had a memory leak that you would be playing your game and all of a sudden a window would pop up saying you're having a memory issue with your computer and you have to turn everything off and turn it back on again, which left you up a creek if you hadn't saved recently. Lesson learned. But there are times when I'm playing a game and it will take a minute for the game to move forward, or the huge pauses between the end of a score and the beginning of the highlight. We're talking 5, 7, sometimes 10 seconds. It makes editing really, really hard, to the point where I'm considering just turning off 3D replays for the rest of the season. We'll see how it goes. It just makes editing that much harder. And frankly, I'm not the best editor to start with. I think it's fair to say we got well and truly FM'd by the Luton Town game, and frankly, we were kind of due. I was really hoping for at least one draw against those two opponents. But it's obvious we're in a relegation fight. I really wanted to try and avoid it, but we're in it. Now we got to do our best to stay above the drop zone. Got the transfer window coming up, see if we can't make some additions to the team to help with that. If you liked what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave them down below. I'll answer those as fast as I can. My name's FM18. I thank you for watching.